Okay, hello Cajon drummers and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. So this has been a long awaited lesson, I think, and as usual I'll leave the blue little timestamp links in the top comment and in the description. So if you need to skip to different parts of the video, things you need to repeat, practice again, it'll be nice and easy to do so. So if you're ready, we're going to get started nice and slow, going through bar by bar. Then we'll do the first half, the second half, put it together, and we are done. Let's get to work. Okay, so after those first 3 bars, you're starting to get a feel for the pulse, right? It's quite syncopated, and you start to fall into it eventually. It becomes easy enough to repeat and go on with. And now comes something a little bit different. So we're going to bring in some fast rolls with the fingers. We're going to keep it at 60 beats per minute for now, but this is only bar 4, isn't it? There is another one of these sections, the hyper fast finger roll sections, on bar 8. And at bar 8, we're not going to do it at 60, we're going to do it down at 30. So if it's too hard for you in the first attempt, that's okay. Continue on with the next bars of this phrase, and then we'll tackle it again. We'll have another go right at the end. Okay, so here we go. See if you can copy what my hands are doing, and don't forget that those accents are going to alternate right to left. Here we go. Okay, so let's continue on. And this next bar, I love the feel of this one, starting to add a little more bass. So again, talking about the whole 8 bars working together. The first half, we've been quite sparing with those bass hits, not doing it too much. And then in the second half, we're starting to fill in that space, kind of like a staircase going up. We're adding it bit by bit. This next bar does have one more little piece of finger technique, but it is kind of a light and tasteful version just at the end of the bar. So you'll see what I mean. Let's get to it. Okay, and the next 2 bars aren't so crazy, are they? It is nice, I think, though, after that little little attack with the finger stroke, a little last attack with the finger stroke. There's a little bit of a shift up in the groove after that. It's a nice little signaling piece, in my opinion. Anyway, we've made it now to the last bar, and it is that alternating finger roll, powerful accent thing, but we're going to do it at 30 beats per minute. That is as slow as I think we can bring it down, but definitely a good tempo for learning it. If you're really, really patient, I think you can do it. So 30 beats per minute for the last bar. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start to string these bars together now and start to test the memory a little bit. But don't worry, we're still going to do it half and half. So let's do the first 4 bars because that still loops around nicely. So first 4 bars, and let's bring up the tempo just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. We're going to come up to 70 beats per minute. Here we go. Right, so maybe you can start to hear this coming together now. Hey, if that tempo is a little bit too high and you can't get the finger roll to really get going at that speed, it's okay. You could just skip that, to be honest. If you want to play just like a normal bop accent instead of that finger technique, that's totally fine. Or use YouTube's playback speed feature. There should be a little settings icon down the bottom corner of the screen, and you can play it back at like 50%, 75% speed, and that might help you if you'd like to keep practicing the first half. But if you are ready to move on, let's get started with the second half. Again, 70 beats per minute. Here we go. Well, okay, that's it. You made it through the entire groove. Congratulations, nice work. If you have any comments or questions about this groove, please leave them, as always, down below the video. I love reading feedback, answering questions. You know, in particular, if there's a certain part of this that you found difficult, let me know, because I can probably recommend just the video that will help you focus on the skill that you need to develop or improve in order to be able to play what you're struggling with. So please keep that in mind as well. And of course, if it's your first time to check out one of my videos, please subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to get notifications every time I upload a new video. And if you're curious, I also have a members club here on YouTube, which is just a dedicated community of Cajon learners going through different 4-part courses every month. It's pretty in-depth stuff, so if you'd like to have a more focused approach to learning Cajon, please check that out. There's a link in the description, or look for the join button anywhere on my channel. That's one of my little projects right now. It's a way that you can support the channel financially and maybe help me eventually become a full-time YouTuber, which is my goal. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching. I'm looking forward to shooting more, recording more, and seeing you guys on the next video. As always, happy practice. See you later. Bye.